Good morning, West Coast. Good afternoon, East Coast. Hello to everybody in between and outside. It's Ian the Off-Kilter Crafter. It is Sunday yet again. I hope you're all having a great Sunday. It's beautiful here in Virginia today. Great temperatures outside. I'm in shorts. It's a wonderful thing. Spring has started to sprung, and it is a very good thing because I'm tired of the snow. Laura's here in the chat. Hey, Laura, good to see you. Deb, Gloria, Sammy, Chris, good to see you. Danielle, Jonathan is here, as always. Good to see you always, Jonathan. Kelly is here. Did I say Kelly already? I don't know if I did or not, but hi, Kelly. Let's see. Always ready to sew something fun with Ian, says Danielle. Thank you. I'm excited to sew with all of you today. Hello, Melissa. Hello, Cheryl. Why can't I ever get that right? Sorry about that. Becky's here as well. Thank you also to my channel members. Thank you guys highlighted in green so much for being channel members, helping to support me and do what I do here on YouTube. Without y'all, I could not do this. If you're not a channel member, don't worry. It's okay. You're here. You're having fun with me. You're liking, you're sharing, you're commenting, you're doing all the things too. That's all I asked for. Why did I turn 16 there? I don't know. That was weird. You're doing all the things that you need to do to help me grow. So thank you guys so much for doing that. Hey, Ian, hope you're having a great day today. I am, Roseanne. I'm having a great day. It's a beautiful day. Deborah is here and says, good morning. Love you lots. Love you too, Deborah. Love you too. Katie's here in the chat and says, good afternoon. Hello, Katie. Can't wait to hang out with you, Katie. It's going to be so much fun. Layla's here as well. I saw Layla yesterday on, I popped over to Becca's and saw her in the, studio session that Becca was doing for hand sewing. So Jacqueline is here. Wait, is that right, Jacqueline? For half a second, I thought that said Jacques the Whipper, and I'm like, wait, what? And if you know who that is, you know. Shelby's here and says, good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Hello. Hello, everybody. Good morning from Chandler. I think that's Chandler, Arizona. Already 93 degrees today. Heat warning for today. Y'all are getting like 100-degree temperatures. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. It should not be this early that you'll have 100-degree temperatures. Thank you, Lisa, so much. She says, hi, Ian, love your shirt. Thank you. All right. Something really important to talk about that I'm very excited about. I have received word. Hey, Leo's in the chat. Good to see you, Leo. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. I have received information, just an email last night, in fact, for the Alaska cruise. If you have not signed up for the Alaska cruise, this is probably one of the last times I'm going to talk about it, because we are almost there. Like, we have, from what the sheet that I received last night says, we have one more spot. If you want to do the sewing retreat at sea, there is one more spot available. Now, officially, slots haven't opened yet, because they haven't opened it up. It happens 120 days prior to departure, so towards the end of next month is when... You know who Jacques the Whipper is? He is hilarious. I was hoping to see him at the Ren Festival in Maryland, but of course he wasn't there the time that I went. Go figure. Anyways, anywho, as I was saying, the official sign up for the sewing retreat has not opened yet. However, they are keeping track of who is sewing. It looks like, if I've read everything correctly, there is one more sewing machine available. Again, signups haven't officially opened, but looking at the numbers, it looks like everybody who is intending to sew is going to get a machine, and there is one more machine available. So that means if you sign up after that slot is filled, there will be a wait list, and you'll be able to be put on that wait list and all the things. But all of this to say, it is coming down to the wire. Also, final payments are due at the end of next month as well. So if you haven't already jumped on the boat, if you will, then now is the time to do it, because the time is running short if you want to go to Alaska with us. I will go ahead and put the link in the chat, and I didn't correct it. I forgot to correct it. So Alaska is spelled incorrectly. Thank you, dyslexia. So if you are interested, go ahead and put in your word, like send them a message, let them know that you want to be on board, because as the information shows, we've got one spot left available in that retreat when it does open for everyone to do the things. Let's see. Auntie Carol says, "Hi Ian, sorry we couldn't connect. The train was late, and I knew you were having your lives Tuesday." That's all right, no worries. I wondered where I was waiting for an email to come in, but I never saw yours, so I was like, I guess something happened, and it did. Auntie Carol. Love Loathingly says, I plan on trying to get to the Maryland Ren Fair this year to see him. I saw him before last there, and it was fantastic. He's fantastic. I absolutely want to see him live, and I'm hoping I want to go later this year because last year we went earlier, like I think it was like September, and it was still warm. It was still really warm, and I would like it to be cooler because I did dress up and I was kind of burning up and everything. So maybe next year, um, maybe next year. What? Wait a minute, what? Fleeky Cheeky says the Pit Season 2, Episode 9-11 do show a quilt I made. What? In the Pit, they showed a quilt that you made? That's awesome. Congratulations, Fleeky Cheeky. I know, Jonathan. I'm like, what? What is that? That's really cool. That's really, really cool. All right. What am I? If you didn't catch it last weekend, by the way, we made the Bitsy box. Freaking love these things. They're so tiny. I went over to Becca's and I confiscated her little doohickeys. So I'm going to try and make some of these for retreat. I don't know if I will or not, if I'll have time, but they're fairly easy to make. So I'm thinking I might try and make some more of these for the people going to the retreat that I'm at. And now that I can actually put the little things on it, I wish I could like undo this seam and redo it, but I'm not even going to try that. I'm not even like, forget it. Somebody will just get one without a little hook on it. So, all right, what are we going to be working on today? Jonathan says, I haven't watched it, but I'm from Pittsburgh, and so I feel like I should. I haven't watched it at all. I know Jason watches it. I've been over when he's had it on TV a few times. Deborah says, even though I so wanted to go on this Alaskan cruise, finances didn't allow it, but I'll be on the next one. Already have things in the works to make it happen. Oh, Deborah, that'll be so great. We're going to have so much fun. Open the zipper. No, I'm not going to open the zipper, Jonathan. No, you're trying to get me in trouble. I see you. I see you. Deborah, I'm so excited to have you on the next cruise. Don't forget, we've got that cruise with Chris from Rose City Originals coming up next year. So that'll be awesome. That quilt totally caught my attention. It's an emotional scene and it was a beautiful quilt. Look at that, Flicky Cheeky, you're famous. Okay. What's going on? So today I need to start working on a quilt idea that I have. The North Texas Quilt Festival is doing their annual show. It happens in August and registration ends May 31st, and they're only accepting 400 quilts. So I have to start really getting in gear, getting this idea done. The theme for this year, they always do a theme, and the theme for this year is God Bless America for the 250th anniversary of the formation of the United States, basically. So I am working on kind of a pride representation of that theme. And so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be working with all of the colors of the pride flag, blacks, browns, and trans colors, all the pinks, the blues, the light blues, the whites. And I haven't figured out what I want to do for like overall. I have an idea of a direction that I'm going in. So we're going to see kind of how this turns out. I've been asking you to send me fabric, and Betty, I got your fabric yesterday. It's sitting right here, actually. The first one I saw was this SpongeBob sitting right on top, so that was pretty fun. She gave me these 4-inch, are they 4 or 4.5? They're 4-inch squares. She gave me these 4-inch squares to use, and I'm going to start off with purple, because, you know, on the pride flag, we have violet down at the bottom. So I'm going to work with the purples today. And it was actually fortuitous that she sent me, look at that, the purple right there, right there. So I'm going to pull out the purple. I've also got this other stack that some of y'all have sent me of other colors. So I'm going to work through these. I also grabbed my stack. I'll show you this stack of these. Remember, I'm making those Progress Pride flags as well. Jonathan, I sent you a new. Okay, thanks, Jonathan. Hopefully we'll. I was hoping to see it when I went and grabbed the mail yesterday, but I didn't see it. So, this is the stack of purples that I have. So today we're going to be working on purple. What am I going to be doing with the purple fabric? Well, you ask. What I'm going to be doing is I have receipt tape. Just to get it done, quilts. Oh my gosh, Karen Brown. There we go. The name just like gone. Karen Brown uses receipt tape in order to put together strips. And I figured since what I'm doing needs strips, I would sit here and work on strips. And no, I'm not going to strip on camera. That's for another website. No, just kidding. Just kidding. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be working today. I'm going to pull out all the purple fabrics that I received. And we're just going to work on putting them together. And I have never done this receipt tape method before, so I hope it goes well. We'll see what happens. Hartford, Connecticut is having a quilt show in April. I was surprised, and I can't wait to go to. Oh, that's awesome. I wish I had known about it. Well, some shows require that you have to be a member in order to like partake. So yeah. Oh, I just looked through. So these are some strips that I got. Look at this strip. That's pretty cool right there. I love that. Savannah's throwing dollar bills at me. Very funny. The Arizona Quilter Guild had their show this weekend. Their theme was also Let Freedom Ring. The theme quilt that won first place was a pixel quilt of the Vietnamese women veterans. That's awesome. I love that. That's really cool. So I'm pulling out all the purple, and look, here's another purple sitting right on top. Look at that. If this is your fabric, it's going in. It's going in today. Going into the mix today. Let's see, that's green. We've got some blue. We've got some red. Let's see, can you even see? Yep, there you go. So you can kind of see what I'm doing. I'm just going through my scraps here that y'all sent in. And I'm looking to see if I can find any purple fabric. Did I look all the way through this? I got distracted. Yes, I did look through it. Okay, there's nothing else in that one. So we'll just keep looking through. So yeah, I'm kind of doing a little bit of a twist on like the American flag, basically. And we'll see what happens. I haven't quite figured out what I want to do for the star section. I have an idea. I have an idea of what I want to do, but I'm not 100% on its creation yet. All right, there's no more purples in there. So that's where we're going to start today. I'm going to put these back behind me so that way they're out of the way. And then we'll just kind of start sewing things together. I'll start off with this one. And I have a piece of receipt tape here. This one is, I marked where I need the end. It's just a little over like 40 inches. So I'm going to be working on putting all this together. And I have no really, it's all just kind of like improv, right? Like it's not, there's no rhyme or reason or whatever. So we're just going to like make things, we're going to make things pretty. Oops. So it's literally like no rhyme or reason. We're just going to put things together and start sewing it together. Where's my foot pedal? I always pick up my foot pedal because the vacuum, I don't want it to like try and vacuum over the foot pedal. So every time I go to sew on Sunday, unless I sewed the day before, I have to go find my foot pedal. Now, when Karen Brown was doing this, she does this with her crumbs, her little crumbs. Mom let me go get a bunch of fabric yesterday. I'm very much looking forward to making more quilts and already have ideas in my mind. That's awesome, Laura. I'm glad to hear that. can't wait to see what you make. I've got a table over here with all the stuff on it, and I'm like, there's a lot going on that table. I forgot to turn the iron on, so I'm doing that right now. Let's see. Love Loathingly. Too bad there isn't a 13 pride flag colors you could use for the OG colonies. Well, that's kind of what I'm playing with, Love Loathingly. That's the concept that I'm playing with. So we'll see what ends up happening. It may not turn out as good as I would like it to, but I played with an Excel file. If I need just squares, I'll go into an Excel file and just fill in the squares. I'll make each cell a square and then just kind of play with the squares a little bit. So I did that. In fact, I was doing that just a few minutes before I went live because I was like, oh, I should really figure out measurements. Like I can't just go crazy with everything. So that's what I'm working on, is figuring out the design the way I want it. And I think I have a design that I like. We'll see what happens. So it's really about, I guess this is the best way to, the best thing to kind of say about this is we're doing improv today. That's what we're doing. We're playing around with different fabrics, different shapes, different everything. And we're kind of creating our own fabric, if you will, to use to do this. That's all it is. Let's see. Lights and darks can give more color. Absolutely. That is very true. Good morning. All a little late here. Had chores to do. Spaghetti sauce in the slow cooker. Buttermilk bread in the bread machine, and dishes are done now. I can play and continue my Buy Any bag. Awesome. That's fun. Let's see here. Deb has been a member for 23 months. Woo woo! Where's my... Awesome, Deb. Thank you for being a channel member. And I heart you. Let's see. Can I do it on here? Is it gonna register that I have a heart up? Nope, sure isn't. Okay, well, I tried. I love improv quilting. Some of the most fun I've had was doing a round robin quilt. Towards the end, I really improvised the blocks off the scraps left and feel of other blocks. It was so fun. That is kind of what we're doing today. We're just going to improvise and play, and whatever happens, happens. Hi, Banana Joe. Good to see you. Make it a pet bed today, says Karen. I use the little bitty scraps as stuffing. They are for the local Humane Society. Awesome. I've heard several people say that you can use your scraps as bed material. How's everybody's weekend been so far? It was a good day yesterday. I finished a quilt. Got the, if y'all remember, I was working on that like cutesy Halloween quilt with the witches and everything. I got that one wrapped up and quilted this weekend, or not this weekend. I was on live with Katie when I quilted it. And then finally finish it up this weekend, putting the binding on. So you'll see you'll see that in my monthly recap. You'll see the finished product in my monthly recap. Oh, I think I need to change my blade. This is your reminder, everyone. It's time to change a rotary blade because mine is dull. I'm not going to do it on camera. I'm going to wait until I'm off because I would be super nervous that I would just like slice my fingers open. Hi, so excited to catch the amazing Ian. Oh my gosh, please. live and in person. Liz, you are too kind. Thank you so much for the kind words. But amazing, I don't know. Lynn says, hello, Ian and everybody in chat. I wanted to give an update. I just ordered my dream quilting machine. My hubby had to check my pulse as my heart was racing, but now it's purchased. Awesome! Congratulations. Let's see. I thought I was going to fade. Oh my. It's been pretty good here. We went to the local sugar house to see maple sugar being made, and then we went to the quilt shop. Awesome. I get to go... I get to quilt one of mine on Tuesday, and it's stressing me out. Oh no, don't do that. Don't get stressed. Maybe if the heart was on the big one, maybe. I don't know. I got 97 out of 100 in an equestrian with my draft horse on a single run. That's awesome. I couldn't find the straw there for a second. Good question. Def Diablo says, I have been asked to make a quilt for a friend's daughter going off to college in the fall. Should I do stars and flowers, chaining blocks? I'm so conflicted because I don't know enough about her. Well, there's plenty of patterns out there that you can use where you don't have to like really know the person all that much. So, I'm sure that there's something out there that you could use that would be perfect for it. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure there's something out there. All right, Banana Joe. Banana Joe says she'll be right back. We're just going to take our first scrap of fabric, and I'm using the purple dragonfly. So if you sent me this, thank you. And we're just going to plop it onto the thing. What am I doing, you may ask? I don't know. So basically what I'm doing is I'm kind of just finding my rhythm, if you will. I'm finding what is going to work best for me, and I don't quite know what that is, right? Like I have an idea of how I want this to work, and I've never done the foundation paper piece receipt paper method before. So, oh, I do remember that I need to drop my stitch length. So there it goes down to 1.5. That'll make the pulling out the paper so much easier when it comes down to doing that. So I'm just gonna go across here. Hello, everybody. College colors. That's a good idea. I like that. Let's see. Liz says, thanks to your awesomeness and patience, I started my first legit kit, and I'm loving it out of office. Awesome. Glad to hear that you started in on a legit kit. I love legit kits. They're so much fun. They're so much fun. All right, so... So I'm just kind of playing around with like what this next piece is gonna look like. Again, ooh, don't tear the paper. Again, I don't know exactly what I'm doing. Like, I'm just kind of playing, and this is going to be improvised, right? So it's not going to be perfect. It's not, you know, it is what it is, basically. So I do need to switch to my 1/4 inch foot, actually. I thought I was going to do it on this one, but I don't think I am. I'm going to switch to my 1/4 inch foot, so that way I can keep a little better track of where my 1/4 inch is, especially because these pieces don't exactly line up like a regular seam would, right? Like I'm kind of going rogue, Oops, Liz says, I now have over $5,000 on my wish list at Legit Kits. Oops. Well, I'm hoping that all $5,000 of that comes true. That would be awesome, right? There we go. All right, so I have a little bit of a better placement now, and I can really kind of see where that 1/4 inch line is now that I'm using my 1/4 inch foot. It's not going to be perfect? Boo! I know, Jonathan. It's not going to be perfect. How dare I? Do you even quilt, bro? Lynn is asking, Ian, I think you have a couple of videos on legit kits, right? I do have a couple of videos. They are not, they're not like step-by-step tutorials by any stretch of the imagination, but they do kind of walk you through the legit kit method and like what you need to know about making a legit kit and all that kind of stuff. So there is a 7-hour live stream if you feel like spending 7 hours with me. There is a 7-hour live stream where I did work on Margot, the boxer, trying to put the eye together, because the eye, there was a really complex eye and it took me a while to do it, but we did it. We worked on it. It was fun. So if you're interested, you can go check that out. My daughter wanted attention. Well, how dare? How dare your daughter? Just kidding. I'm realizing that this paper is thermal paper instead of just regular paper. So it is going to kind of, change colors as I'm working on it. So if you see the paper on the back turning black, don't freak out. It is perfectly fine. It's just kind of changing colors because of the iron is what's happening. You're right, Ian. How dare she? I know. How dare she? It kind of, yeah, I guess that's the best way to put it, is oxidizing. Yeah, it's turning darker. It's kind of turning blackish because, you know, thermal printers, all they're doing is literally heating the paper to put the numbers or the letters or whatever printing on it. So what are you making? I'm working on putting together, I have a quilt show that I like entering every year. And their theme is this year is God Bless America for the 250th anniversary of America. And I'm working on an entry because entries have to be in by the end of May. So I have to work on putting together my entry if I want to be a part of the show. So Tiffany sent me photos. She worked on my gravity quilt for me, and oh my goodness, that gravity quilt is something else. She has gone above and beyond, and it's going to be absolutely beautiful. Yes, Tiffany does. That's right. Thank you for reminding me about that. Speaking of Tiffany, Tiffany does have a playlist for the Skulliver quilt. She worked on the Legit Kits Skulliver. And so if you're interested in finding out more about that, you can visit her YouTube channel. I know that's not a lot of time. I know. I heard it. I heard them talking about it this weekend, or Thursday actually. And I was like, oh, I need to get my stuff in, right? Like I need to get going. I need to also clean up this edge because it's not straight. Shocking, I know. So we're going to clean up this edge and make it even. Something not straight on Ian's YouTube channel? Shocker. She posted a video of her quilted. Oh, I didn't know that. She said she was going to. I didn't know she actually posted it yet, so I'll have to go check that out. I'll have to go check it out. So if you want to check it out, go over to her YouTube channel and see her apparently working on the gravity quilt. The quilting is beautiful. I haven't actually seen it in person yet. She hasn't sent it to me yet, but it'll be there. Oh, I should have thought about Tiffany as well as legit kits. I need to... Stop it, Lan. Stop. You're fine. You're totally fine. You don't need any types of kickings. Now, when Karen Brown does this, she says that she doesn't trim it to the edge of her paper. She trims it like a 1/4 of an inch away. So, I don't know. Oh. Okay. Well, that's fun. It just like completely came apart. Okay, fine. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing that happened. I don't know why, but it did. So, yeah, I guess we'll keep going. Maybe I need to find regular paper. I bought these off of Amazon, but maybe I need to find like actual paper receipts, not the thermal ones. But that happened. That happened. Resew the paper. Well, oh, yeah. I know this is a bit naughty, but there's a lot of knot straightness going on. It's true. On my channel, it's true. Try adding machine tape. Maybe longer stitch might stop the tearing paper. All right, well, we'll go back. I did the shorter stitch because, you know, when you do foundation paper piece, a longer... yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened there. Thankfully, I made my paper a little bit longer than it should be, so in theory, it's not going to be a problem. We'll just overlap it a little bit. That's fine. And then we'll sew right back on the line, actually just short of the line that I sewed to put the paper back on. And I'm doing it with a regular stitch, so maybe it won't fall apart. I don't know. I try not to do anything straight. The quilting doctor, same. Y'all are too funny. Y'all are too funny. I don't know what I'm going to do with y'all. Other than love y'all forever. Love Lovingly says, I don't think many of us around here would say more straightness is ever needed. I mean, facts. I don't know, just saying. Oh boy. We are a lively bunch today, aren't we? I'm headed out early to see Project Hail Mary. I have an amazing week and of goodness. Have a great week, Layla. It was good to see you on the thing yesterday. Have a great day. Somebody posted in Becca's group if anybody was going to be going to Road to Virginia. I will be going to Road to Virginia Becca is going to be at her retreat, so she will not. Unfortunately, she will not be joining me this year. But I'm going. Todd, the bear quilter, will be going, and then also somebody else. Oh, Sean, the guy who sews, he will also be going as well. So if you are going to be road to Virginia, please keep an eye out for me. I will be there, checking everything out. And that happens in June. That'll be happening in June. Oh no, Nikki says I took my white spool off my machine this morning and changed colors. Do you think I can find it now? No. Right, exactly. Kat says start a new spool and the old one will show up. And it always happens that way. Well, look who it is. Our friend Josh, lifting and stitching, is gracing us with his appearance. Thank you, Josh, for being here today. I hope you're feeling well. If you don't know, Josh had unfortunately had some emergency surgery. He is doing better. So glad that he is doing better and feeling better. So, oops, my pile just fell over. So, Josh, good to see you here, and I hope you're doing well. Straight is boring. Wait, are we talking about the same thing? Right, Deanna? Straight is boring. What thread do you think for quilting the top? Guys, what thread do y'all normally use for quilting quilt tops? I know we've used, Becca, when I go over to Becca's, we use Glide for that. But I don't remember what the weight is. I know it's not 50 weight. Is it 40 weight? I can't remember. Same flicky cheeky. Josh says every day is getting better. Thank you. Excellent. So glad to hear that, Josh. So glad to hear that. Guys, also don't forget that next month is the big reveal for Under the Sea, the puzzle mystery quilt from Cotton Cuts. I have the colorway Phoenix. Well, that's not it. Triton, that's the one I have. Triton. It's very similar to the color scheme of Phoenix. But I have Triton. So we'll be unveiling that one very soon. Can't wait to show that one off. How do I want this one? Oh, first of all, I should do it where it actually like, that's too much, I feel like. Oh, I forgot to trim 1/4 inch. Oops. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I'm actually going to use my little snips here, because these are my LDH snips, and they are amazing, just like the huge scissors I have behind me. I'm not even going to put the cover back on because I feel like I'm going to be reaching for those again. Has the colorway grown on you? Yeah, sure. It's fine. It's fine. It's not bad. I haven't officially sewn the whole thing together yet, so it's not. I haven't seen it in its final form. I found it. It was under the seam ripper. Dang it! Always under that dang seam ripper, huh? See. It's funny you started talking about it and it showed up. It was like, "Ooh, are you talking about me?" And you're like, yes, I am indeed talking about you. Thank you very much. Donna says, sorry I'm late, just got home from church. Y'all don't have to apologize. Y'all do not have to apologize at all. I am just glad that y'all are here spending time with me and we're doing things, you know? So don't ever feel like you have to apologize for quote unquote being late, because you're never late. You are never late. Thanks. All I have is dark brown, light pink, and dark pink. Star top needs to be color. Whoops. I don't know how Karen Brown manages to take care of the tail. Like, she just keeps rolling off of her roll. And I don't know how she does that, because this would bug the crap out of me. A wizard appears at precisely the time they are meant to. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? I'm just reaching into my pile and literally grabbing anything and everything. I'm just like, that looks cool. Let's grab that one. As you notice, there's a lot of Tula. There's a lot of Tula in this, because, you know, Tula snob over here. I like that one, so we're going to do that one. What are you working on, Donna? I am working on my entry for the North Texas Quilt Festival. I have a category this year. The theme of the show in a category is going to be God Bless America. So I'm kind of working on an interpretation of the American flag using the pride colors. Jill, finally, hello from Sweden. Hello. Seems like I'm doing my newbie sew along and making my quilted bucket hat. Awesome. Yes, you can chat now, Jill. Yes, good to see you. Sorry, I have to put that on there so that way I don't have like bots coming in. It's just to keep y'all safe. So sorry about having to wait for that, but you know, gotta wait that little bit. Tula and Ian Quilt? Never. I know. That sounds like cool. I am doing improvised piecing, Josh. You are correct. I'm doing improvised piecing and just kind of playing around with the idea and seeing what turns out. And as I was putting that piece on, I definitely noticed that they're a little crooked, but I don't care. This isn't like, it's improvised, so you don't have to get too crazy about, ooh, I like way off on that one, but that's okay. You don't have to worry about making it perfectly lined up or perfectly vertical or, you know, any of that. With improvised piecing, you can just, you know, let it fall the way it's going to fall and go from there. Anybody just catch what I did? Did anyone just catch what I did? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Sure did. Sure did. Tisha! Good to see you, Tisha. Welcome to Fat Quarter Fan. Thank you so much for joining, Tisha. Appreciate you. If you haven't checked out Tisha, she has... I need to go actually visit her studio. She is my Bernina wife. She and I met at QuiltCon 2 years ago. She fangirled. Yes, I'm going to say fangirled. She fangirled over my Bernina outfit that somebody... to this day, I still have no idea who it was, but somebody kindly sent me a Bernina bowling shirt that I absolutely love. And then this past year, or this year, excuse me, this year, she and I geeked out because she wore her Bernina outfit, and we went over and we ran over to the Bernina booth and took pictures. It was great. We had a great time. I know, Tisha. It will be okay. Cut the paper again. I sure did. Might be time for a different paper. Well, that was my fault this time because I was talking and totally did not pay attention to what I was doing. And I'm gonna try this again because I didn't quite get this lined up. I gave up buying quilty stuff for Lent. 2 more weeks until I can join your channel. No worry, Liz. No worries. I would hate for you to break your promise to yourself. I would hate for that to happen. So no big deal at all. All right, let's try this again. Yeah, I totally just was talking and not paying attention, and I just went right through that paper as I was trying to trim everything. Oops. Oopsie doodles. Maybe this isn't quite the method for me. Maybe this isn't quite the method for me. Shirley, good to see you. Hello, Ian and friends. I have a few minutes before I need to take my granddaughter to a haircut. Awesome. Yeah, this paper method may not be for me, but you know, we're doing what we can, right? She makes it look, Karen Brown makes it look so easy. Just whoop, done. It's all right. Better you cut the paper on a project like this and not a paper piece project where you might end up having to start 100% over, right? Exactly. Scotch tape is your friend. That's a good idea. I didn't think about the Scotch tape. Yeah. Scotch tape is my friend. Oh, thank you. Chloe, I think that says Chloe. Chloe just subscribed. Thank you, my friend. We'll probably see you, hopefully, in the chat here in about 5 minutes. What? LOL, Leo picked up the hose and squirted water. I hope I got that on video. What? Leo picked up the hose. Who's Leo? Leo Ransom? Like the one in the chat? It's not. I don't think it's that Leo, but. I've done those adding machine strips at 18-inch lengths. It's been manageable. It's a little, it's breaking my brain a little bit, just because like I have to keep making sure, because I mean you saw what happened a moment ago where the tape just like unconnected itself. Silly. So I'm just kind of, I don't know. Pay attention when using sharp tools before you need sutures. I know, Flicky Chicky. I know. I got to stitch myself last week. Not fun. Oh no, Roseanne. That's not good. Oh, let's use this one. This one's pretty. Oh, I'm going to use it anyways. I don't care. It's next to another batik. Whatever. Who cares? I need to bind my guild show quilt so that I can cause further mayhem. I mean, it might be different. I don't know. It's very possible that it is. I'm thinking I might need to find adding machine tape instead of receipt tape, because although the receipt tape is working, it seems to be a little brittle. So I might go with adding machine tape next time to make sure that it's, thank goodness, Roseanne, no blood got onto the fabric while I was cutting. I'm so glad. But yeah, I might need to go with regular adding machine tape, which is actual paper and not like the paper that I have here, which is the thermal paper. Huh? That's funny. Yeah, that's what I thought. This is why I'm practicing. Ah, that's what it is. Yours is adding machine tape. That makes sense. That makes sense. I don't know if I trimmed off the other one before I went in. Probably didn't. No, I did. I did. Okay, good. All right, good. We'll go right there. Did I? Hold on. Double check. No, I didn't. Okay, glad I checked. I'm gonna pull back the paper this time. Jeez Louise. I'm gonna pull back the paper this time so that way I don't accidentally cut it yet again. And now we're going to trim it this time with the paper out of the way so I don't goof up like I did last time. There we go. Haven't behaved a day in my life. That sounds about right for you, Flicky Chicky. Sounds about right. Adding machine tape is also a little thicker. That's probably what I need. So off to the Amazon I go after today's live stream. This will work. It'll be fine. Not a big deal. But from this point forward, I think I need to go find some adding machine tape instead of receipt tape. Oops, that didn't make the trash can. Somebody sent me a Facebook notification. My computer over there just went ding. What can I say? My computer's a dingling. Wah, 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 wah. I asked Siri for a joke yesterday, and it gave me one, and I was like, I don't get it. I don't understand. Jill says that adds up. It does. It does indeed add up. It does indeed add up. Ooh, I haven't added this one in. I like this one. We're gonna add this in. Yeah, exactly. Donna says you'll just have to use similar links. That's yeah. That is correct. Jonathan, I don't remember exactly what the joke was. it was weird. It was like a pocket watch, and like the train inspector said it like I don't. It was just weird, and it was also like 4 a.m. and I'm like, I don't understand. Hi Susie, welcome. She says hello, hello. I don't want to do that. I think I want to just go straight across here. Yeah, we're just going to go straight across here. Why do nuns make great runners? Because it's habit for them? Because they have a habit? Because it's habit forming? I don't know. I don't know if any of that was right. Hello, Layla. Good to see. Or Miss Brown. Sorry, that was not Layla. My bad. How are you, Miss Brown? Miss Brown, are you going to Road to Virginia this year? I just saw you there last year. See, I wish YouTube would let us have music, because, you know, my live streams would be so much more lively if I could play music and have music on in the background. Shell says, I bought regular adding machine paper too, haven't used it yet. Liz, you haven't come back with the answer to that joke yet, so I'm gonna need you to answer. Oh, because they're in the habit. Yep, exactly. Because they're in the habit. This is what we got so far. This is what it's looking like. I know it looks a little weird, but we'll trim it up here in a second. You are going to Road to Virginia. Awesome. I'll see you there. This is what we got so far. It does look a little weird. I know it does. Can you play copy? So, Savannah, the funny thing is, people have tried playing YouTube music, the music that YouTube provides its content creators, and it has given them violations because of that. So I don't even, I just don't even anymore. So I'm sure if I wanted to find some music, I could. Supposedly there are websites that you can pay, you know, a fee and just play their music. Like you pay a monthly subscription fee. That's what I'm trying to say, is you pay the monthly subscription fee and then you can play their music. But I don't have the budget for that. Small content creator, had to pay taxes again this year. Boo. So small content creator, and don't have the budget for that. And B, sometimes even those get taken down. So you just never know. You can have music. I'll show you how. All right. You could sing to us. Old snarky lady, I don't think you want to hear this. I do not think you want to hear this. So technically there is music available, and you can do licensing and stuff like that, but money. But money. Tisha, it is so you can use YouTube music in your videos, but for some reason live streams, I don't know why they get not targeted, but like they get hit for that. I don't know why. Liz says that her dog used to howl whenever she would sing. Uh-oh. Uh-ohs. Oh my gosh. Def Diablo says, turn the crafting live into a karaoke and crafting. Oh boy. I don't think y'all would want to hear that. Oops, I'm about to do that wrong. I'm about to do that wrong. I think I want to trim this. I'm going to trim it right about here. And that way, I can kind of see a little bit better where I'm putting it. Jonathan says, I filed my tax return and then realized I forgot to include my income for my second job, so now I have to amend my return. Wah, wah, wah. I had to do an amended return last year, and it was no fun. It is so much easier to do it right the first time. So my advice to everyone is make sure to do it right the first time. Try not to have an amended taxes, because it sucks. Ask me how I know. I need to go cause mayhem in person. Bye. See you later, Flicky Chicky. Good to see you. Goodness me. Got the hiccups. Hiccup. Which one have I not done? Oh, have I done this one yet? I mean, it doesn't matter, but no, I haven't. So we'll use that one. In Sweden, we're lucky. A form gets pre-filled. I wish they would do that here, because they know how much we owe, and if they're like, figure it out. And I'm like, but you know how much I owe, so just tell me. I was hoping you wouldn't saying, I don't know, I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready for this jelly. Because my body's so bootylicious. Woo! You're welcome, everyone. See, this is what you're going to get on the cruise. All of this. All of this. In my defense, the second job was Joanne's, and then they didn't send me a W-2, so I had to go on Reddit and figure out how to get that done. Well, that's convenient. Jeez, they didn't send you a W-2. I mean, shouldn't they have? I feel like they should have sent you a W-2, even though they are, like, defunct. Figured they would still send you a W-2 of some kind, right? Something. You liked my rendition of Bootylicious? Liz says, if my husband didn't get seasick, we would probably go on the cruise. Did I mention that he was in the Navy for 12 years? What? He was in the Navy for 12 years and he's seasick? That doesn't make sense. That's okay. There will be more opportunities that will not be at sea. Oh wait, it was this eye. I feel like she's been dead for so long. Oh my gosh. I mean, it does feel like a generation ago, if you will. Oh, do tell about the cruise. I can at least dream. Hey, so yeah, we're going to be, Becca, Tiffany, and I, we're going to be going to Alaska this August. And we're going to be doing a quilting cruise. So we're going to be putting together a Bargello quilt inspired by the Northern Lights. It's really pretty. You can go see it over on, I think I put it up on my website. If not, there's a whole video on it, so you can check that out. He didn't know he got seasick until he was on his first deployment. Oh boy. Oh boy. Jill, also after that in 2027, Becca and Chris from Rose City Originals were going to Australia, New Zealand. So you can join us for that fun adventure at sea. You can check out all the information on my website, offkiltercrafterian.com. Ooh, yeah, let's do this one. Have I put this one in? I haven't put this one in. I'm making a mess of my scraps over here, but it's all right. I don't remember where that was in my stack. Ooh, it's gonna fall everywhere. I think we're actually going to try and... Oh, I've had it on this camera the whole time. Guys, why didn't you tell me? Why did y'all not tell me I had the wrong camera on and you couldn't see what I was doing? Y'all are silly. Y'all are so silly. Didn't tell me I had the wrong camera on the whole time. The whole time? The whole time? Hey, 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 you have top thread. Hey, 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 you have top thread. Stop it. Hey, 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 you have top thread. Stop it. Ian, where do you buy older Tula fabrics? I need like half a yard of one of the Untamed ones. So Untamed is actually pretty easy to get still. There is a group on Facebook. It is a Tula group, and I can't remember the name off the top of my head. If you email me, I'll send you the name of it. I am a member of it. But also, if you type in to Google the name of the like the specific fabric you're looking for, you should be able to find. I can even find some of the older prints on like Etsy or something like that. So if you type that into Google, it should come back with some results for you. And then there is a Facebook group that you can post that you're searching for a specific one, and usually somebody has it somewhere. And they'll probably sell it to you. I don't fly. So I can only do UK tour cruise. They SM. They SM. They SM. What is they SM? I don't remember. Laura says, wrong camera. I wasn't looking. Well, I guess it's good to know that I can keep y'all entertained even without you looking at the screen. Liz says, you're killing me, Smalls. In 2027, we're going to Hawaii. Funny story. We were actually talking about going to Hawaii in 2027. But then the guys were like, well, you could like do anything in the world. You could go anywhere in the world. And we're like, wait, what? And that's when we were like, well, I've always wanted to go to Australia. They're like, we can go to Australia. I was like, can we do Australia then, please? So Australia it was. Australia it was. I have a feeling at some point we will go to Hawaii. We'll do a... Oh, you know what? It would really help if I rethreaded my machine. I breathed and saw that the thread wasn't put in because I needed to rethread the machine since it was giving me an error. Shall we try again? We shall. We shall indeed. I listen more than I watch because when I'm paying attention, I tend to mess up what I'm actually working on. Fair enough. Fair enough. That makes plenty of sense to me. So it makes me feel good that, you know, we can spend time together just sewing and chatting instead of like having to watch on every single thing that I do. So that makes me feel good. Zaza's in the house. Ian, don't you understand that we love to see your face? You're funny, Banana Joe. I'm glad that you like to see my face, but it's hilarious that when I get stuck on the face camera instead of the project camera and face camera, that let's see. Irish Sail Lady, hi everyone. Just got here. Been playing in the dirt, planning time underway. Cherry tomatoes, potatoes, herbs. So far, I taught my grandkids how to use this method so that they could make blocks. Awesome. I'm kind of failing at it, but you know, it's all right. It's fine. Hi, I'm back. I had to go kick the soccer ball for puppy. Oh, Melissa. She had to go kick the soccer ball for the puppy. So this is going relatively quickly, which is great. So I should be able to put these strips together fairly quickly. And semi-easily, I feel like. Kept trying to close or roll up on me. Roll up on me. I haven't done just a straight up. This is just a straight up purple. No pattern or anything, so we'll just pop that one in. Melissa says I should be good for another hour. That's funny. It's reminding me of those braid quilts, says Def Diablo. Kind of, a little bit. It's kind of similar to that. It looks a little chaotic right now, but like once I get it trimmed up, I think it will make a lot more sense. Like it'll look a little more put together, right? Again, it's improvised, so we're just kind of playing around and doing whatever we want to do. I'm gonna grab this. I liked these fabrics, so I think I'm gonna add these in again, but I'm gonna combine them with maybe something I haven't used. All right, I'm gonna flash something up on the screen. I'm gonna flash something up on the screen. Tell me puppy tax paid on Ian's Facebook page. Okay, awesome. I'll check that out. Let's see. I've reached the point where I can't do anything else. I ran out of thread for the quilt I was piecing. Can't do anything else on this jacket until I get the fabric for the sleeves. Grr. Dang, that sucks. All right, what color is this? Whoop! What color was that? What color was that? What color was that? Because I think it's gonna read. Well, I'm gonna see what y'all have to say. Oh, I haven't put this one in yet. I don't think I put that one in yet. Plum. Plum. If you know, you know. Magenta, pink, fuchsia, pink, 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 magenta, pink. Hot pink. Hot pink. I think it's going to register more purple in a moment. I think you're going to see purple in a moment. Because in person, I think it looks a little different. The quick flash was like the iron handle color for me. All right. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna keep moving forward with it, but I think it's weird because like you put colors with other colors and suddenly that color that you thought was one color is actually, it looks something different. Exactly. Sammy's got it exactly right. I suspect it's one of those colors that if you put it with the purple, it'll read more purple. If you put it with the pink, it'll read more pink. Exactly. Exactly right. Which is why I'm doing it this way. I feel like I'm going to put it together and you're going to be like, oh, yeah, no, that does read more purple with the other purples. Oh, I just hit the wall. I think you'll see it and you'll be like, oh, yeah, that does read more purple than pink. It is pink. Don't get me wrong. It is pink. But I think there's some hidden purple in it. It does look slightly different in person. When I threw it up on the screen, I was like, oh, that looks different than what it actually looks like in person. So. I'm just trying to put it the way I want it. I think we'll sew it right there. Jester said fuchsia. Oops. I'm not going to show you quite yet. I'm going to keep putting the, I'm going to keep working on the pieces, so I'm not going to show you quite yet. But I have the feeling you're going to be like, oh. I'm getting all tangled up. There we go. All right, put that over there. There we go. That's better. It does have some pink in it for sure, but I think once it all goes together, you're gonna be like, oh yeah. How do you spell that word, fuchsia? Somebody help Banana Joe in the chat because you know my dyslexia is not gonna let me spell that. Color theory is fascinating. It is. It is indeed. Oh, dang it. I just sewed wrong side to right side. That's right. We'll try again. There we go. All right. So right side to right side this time instead of wrong side to right side. It's going to be like, oh yeah, there's that pink. Maybe. I don't think it's going to stick out like a sore thumb though. I think you're going to see it and be like, oh yeah, you're right. Oops, well, that's all right. I kind of, okay, good, it didn't stay, so that's fine. Wouldn't have mattered anyways, because it would be off the paper anyway, so. Not a big deal. Go. And then we'll press this. We're getting really close to the end here of this row. Oops. There we go. What do I want? Let's dig back into the stash. I only had a little piece of that one. I want a bigger piece. So I'm going to put, yeah, I'm going to fit this in. I'm going to put this in right here. Because only a little bit of is showing up down the row. So this is the first, I think this is the first repeating fabric on here, so. What's the purpose of sewing on the paper? Ginger, it's to help me stay straight. It gives me kind of a template to work with, so that way I'm not, because if I was trying to make a strip just free, I would probably end up like going all over the place and whatnot. So it's to kind of help keep me aligned without going too far off. Is it going to be a perfect line? No, absolutely not. But is it going to like mostly be there? Yeah. It'll mostly be in line. Not perfect, though. Let's see, what's the purpose of paper? Terry says, hello all, sorry I'm late. What are you sewing on today? I'm working on my entry for the North Texas, one of my entries for the North Texas Quilt Festival. Putting together some pieces, kind of being really, what's it called? Intentional with my design and like, not intentional. Basically, I'm working on improv. I'm making improv. An improv strip. There you go, Zaza. Zaza put it perfectly. She said, Ginger, it's to help keep everything kind of lined up and sewing straight so you can get the correct width as well. Okay, I really want to try and get this included in there. Oh, that's perfect. The little fabric with the mermaids says, "Shell, yeah!" And I was like, oh, that's too cute. I gotta see if I can preserve that. And I think I did. I sure did. I got that in there. Yes, I did. All right, I want to add this one, I feel like. I haven't used this one, but I don't think it. All right, everybody, here we go again. What color? Oops. What color is this one? Whoop. What color is that one? I think it's reading too dark for what I want it to. Oh, I haven't added this one. I'll put this one in. Black, black, black. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It kind of read too dark. I think it reads too dark, so I'm not gonna put that one in. Dark purple, dark navy, purple and navy, white and purple, black, tacky from the 80s. Oh my gosh, Jill. Did you see Karen Brown's million billion scrap quilt that she made out of her adding machine strip? I have not, actually. I did not see that yet. But this is her method for, you know, doing the things. So kind of pulling from her inspiration. Almost there, guys. Just got a little strip here at the end to cover up. Quilty Katie? Is that right? Q-U-I-L-T. Quilty Katie. Yeah, Quilty Katie. Good to see you. Hey, hey, Ian. Great to catch you live. Good to see you, Kate. I can't talk, apparently. Joining from the UK. Hello. Glad you could be here today. Is there another piece that has... Oh, this one has a little bit more purple in it. Uh-oh. Chat disconnected. Am I still live? I'm getting a notification on my screen that says chat has disconnected and reconnected. Am I still live streaming? Let me know in the chat if you can still see and hear me. Just, you know, send in a little heart emoji or something like that. Just let me know that everything is a-okay. Because I'm getting a notification on my screen that chat disconnected for some reason. Yes, I am here. Okay, I don't know what happened. I don't know why it said that. You're fine. Okay, all right, cool. Excellent. Good to know. Yeah, that's what happened, Def Diablo. I was just like, I looked up and I'd never seen that pop up on my screen before. And so I was like, wait, what is that? What does that mean? So yes, that was my confusion face because I was looking at the screen and suddenly seeing a notification that I like had chat disconnect for some reason. But everything seems to be a-okay. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. That's what that look of confusion was. Whoops. I'm finally piecing the cozy cabin pattern and really loving the colors I picked. Awesome, Bobby. That sounds great. Glad you are on your way to finishing that one. I want to put this one on. I like this one a lot. It's a really pretty purple. What's the name of Tiffany's channel? I need to subscribe to hers as well. It is called Tiffany's Quilting Life. So if you search that in YouTube, you should be able to find her page on there. Tiffany's Quilting Life. She'll be on live later this evening. I don't remember. Arizona doesn't change time zones. And so I always forget like what time her live actually starts at. But I would highly recommend subscribing to her channel. And also check out the gravity quilt that she did for me, because she did an awesome job. I only picked 3 colors, though, but they should play nicely together. It should be pretty awesome, though. I bet you. I bet you it'll be pretty awesome when it's all said and done. $5 p.m. Arizona time in about 4 hours, 4.5 hours time. Thank you, Cass. Thank you. She does live in Arizona, yes. She lives in Arizona, so like with the time change and all that, I never quite know which part of the time change she's in. So I'm like, wait, is it how much, what, when, huh? Okay, I have covered the entire strip. As you can see, the paper on the back has turned black because it is the heat reactive one. Oh, well, that's why you would know it then, Kaz. Kaz says, I'm a mod for Tiff's channel. Well, there you go. There you go. 3 hours behind Eastern. Thank you, Liz. Appreciate you. All right, so this is what we got. This is what it looks like. Right here. So, and you're probably looking at it and like, wow, Ian, that looks like a hot mess. Well, yes, it kind of does. It kind of does look like a hot mess, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to trim it down to the size of the paper. And Karen Brown does it a little differently. She will cut it 1/4 of an inch away from the paper. And I don't know if I want to do that or not. I feel like I want to cut it to the size of the paper itself. So I'm not going to trim it on camera because I do want to take this over to like when I can set it down on the table and work with it and everything. I will, however, go through and I will trim like the outer ones, like the way outer ones. We'll just trim those up a little bit. Using my LDH batting shears that I love so much. They go through by any soft and stable like butter. They're so nice. They're so nice. Is this an advertisement? You bet it is. You bet it is, because they are really nice scissors and they're huge. They are huge scissors. That is true. Liz says if you give yourself the 1/4 of an inch, it makes it easier. It makes the paper easier to remove. That is very true. Ugh. So I may still do that. I don't know. I may or may not. I don't know. I am trimming it so that if I wanted to do the 1/4 of an inch, I would be able to. But I don't know if I will or not. We'll see. We will see when we get there, Very cool, lots of movement. I get the gist. I like that. I'm going to use this for the Wiener Dog quilt. I like that it's so much better than just straight piano keys for the dog body. There you go. That's a great idea. And now I've got fabric all over the floor. I've got a huge mess on the floor. Hopefully the vacuum, I'm picking it mostly up, but the vacuum might have to grab a piece or two. There we go. All right. There we go. Toss all that in there. All right, so it's a little more cleaned up now. It's a little cleaned up now, but you can kind of see what that looks like right there. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I like that. I'm looking over at the camera, which is why you see me looking off screen at the moment. I'm looking at the camera. Wait, what is? Oh, okay, that's two. Okay, they're two very similar shades, so that's why. I was looking at this one down here. You see that like purple triangle sticking out. There's a little bit of a closer up look at it. A clean craft room is an unused craft room, right? So true. So there you go. That's what it looks like. This is my first strip. So I've got some more to do. What will be your background color? I don't know that I'm going to do a background. I think it's going to just be, I may even face the quilt. I don't know that I'm going to do a background color. I think it's just going to be faced. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, good to know, Banana Joe. Good to know. So, all right, so that's the first strip that I've worked on. I will, somebody said that they sewed it to the strip length, and it did just fine. It pulled out just fine. So we may end up sewing to that line. anyways. We'll see what happens. I haven't, like I said, I haven't quite determined yet how I want the strips to be, but I'm loving how this turned out. By the way, can you figure out which one was the one that I flashed up on the screen? I don't know. Because they all read purples. Like, this all reads kind of purpley, right? Like, it's not, there's nothing that sticks out like a sore thumb whenever you're looking at all the colors together. By the way, it was this one right here. My nose is touching it. It was this one right here. That's the one that I flashed up on the screen. But when you look at it, it blends in with all the other pinks and pinkish purple colors. So it doesn't stand out. So there you go. Melissa Dye on Sister Chicks also did scraps with receipt paper. Absolutely. She is the queen of scraps right now. Her own designation. She's going to be on the podcast. She's going to be on the podcast soon. I can see it, but it definitely blends in well, says Savannah. It really does. It really all kind of just blends in together. So, do you see it? Yeah, but is it kind of pulling out? Does it kind of stand out against the rest? Not really. Not really. So, all right, guys. First strip done. I will be doing some more of this. I don't know if I'll be doing it on the live stream or not. Probably we'll be working on another strip at some point, but I really need to get my button gear and working on this. I may even take this over. Di is fabulous. I love her. She's great. May even take this with me on retreat, so that way I can work on it while at retreat. They do have, the retreat center is great because they have a huge bucket of scraps, so like you can take a scrap, leave a scrap kind of thing. And so I may take this with me to retreat and just go through that huge bucket of scraps and start pulling all the things together for it. So we'll see what happens. So all right, guys, that's going to do it for today. I appreciate each and every one of you spending your Sunday afternoon with me. Don't forget, we have Tiffany going live later this evening, and then I don't know if Teresa is going live today or not. I haven't seen her pop in the chat, so I don't know if she'll be here or not. Zaza, the retreat is in I almost said Tennessee. It's in the North Carolina, Virginia line. It's like right on the line. So it's a couple hours away, but it's a really nice spot. I really like it. I really, really like it. So, all right, guys. I love each and every one of you. And remember, guys, normal is just a setting on the dryer. I will see you all back here next week. We'll do something. Who knows? We'll be working on something. Have a great week, everybody. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye, everyone.